So continuing my collection, I'm weird in the way that I display my cards. I have always tried to display them both in alphabetical order and in order of their type. So colorless would be the first type, because, C, and then, fire would come later, and fighting would come before fire, and all that fun stuff. I always display any card that is rare or any reverse holo gets a place in my book. I do have some cards that are a little bit rarer than others. A lot of these are in what I would consider to be mint or near, or not mint, near mint, or at least lightly played. There's a few exceptions to that. Unfortunately, my Charizard card later in the deck is pretty heavily played because I was 6 or 7 when I got it, so I played with it a lot, and I took it out of its sleeve very, very often, which depreciated the value. But even some of the more modern day cards, I really like. I really like that Miltank, just showing off all the cheese. There are some cards in here that I'm not sure if they're real or not. A few of these I bought at a Giant Tiger when I was living in Kemptville. Also, Japanese cards usually get a spot in the folder, or in the binder. And then we've got the Dark Pokemon. Love that Ariados. It's one of my favorite ones from the Dark set. Sorry, the lighting's weird. I'm trying to balance a lamp on my knee. I love that Mightyena. Like, look how happy he is to be getting a little cake shaped like himself. That's a pretty old Murkrow. That's from, I can't remember what the set was called. It was Neogenesis, I think was the name of the ones with the 2 stars. And there's some nice character full arts in here. There's a Mimikyu. I can't remember if it's in the Psychic or the Dark. It's in the Psychic set. And then I have Dragon. I don't have a Dragon Energy, so I've got this really old Rainbow Energy. I believe, yeah, that one's from Rocket. Got some duplicates from my 151s in here. Got 2 of those Duraludon VMAX, and I was a little disappointed because I'm pretty sure they came in the same box. I've got my Radiant Charge-a-Bug, got my old Electrodes. That's from base set, that one up there. Light Lantern, back when there were the light and dark Pokemon. There's a shadowless Magneton. You can actually see what it looks like compared to a normal Magneton. It almost makes it look shiny. And those sort of printing errors, I believe they really increase the value. I'm not sure by how much, but if I ever wanted to sell, I could probably get, a good amount of money for some of these. That one was a birthday present. Thank you, Mom. I'm in love with that card. That's probably my favorite card of the electrics. Might be in my top 5 of, like, the entire collection. Lots of Raichu cards. And then there was the very, very shortly lived Fairy set. I only have 2 cards of anything from Fairy. And I've got my fighting types. I told you, it's weird how I display these things. I've got a Dark Dugtrio from Rocket up there. That one's holographic. A few of these I actually got from an X. I've got another colorless, or another shadowless Hitmonchan up there. Was told that one sells for about $85, $90, like 2 years ago. I recently had some cards appraised. I had a duplicate Blastoise that I actually sold for, I think it was like $95 on its own. So that was pretty nice. There's my Charizard. You can even see through the binder sleeve how scratched up that is. I was really rough with it as a kid. I actually had 2 as a kid, but one of them got stolen by a girl that I used to play with, and I know she stole it, but, you know, again, I was really young, and I didn't know how to confront her about how I knew that she had stolen it. So, I don't know. You win some, you lose some, I guess. An old Typhlosion up there. And we've got all the grass types. It's funny how Ariados is both a dark and a grass Pokemon, according to Nintendo, when it's neither in the actual game. But I know they only have limited Pokemon cards, types in the card game. That was another one that I sold recently. I had a duplicate Heracross that I got from an ex. And I sold it. I believe that one was worth about $30, $35, maybe $40. But I don't think I'll ever sell this collection unless, you know, I'm really, really desperate for money. But, there's a lot of good memories tied to these cards. When I was little, Mom and Dad actually used to take me to, the mall in my town. And there was a little smoke shop, and they were one of the first ones that sold Pokemon cards. And I remember when we would go on trips to the mall, I would usually get 1 or 2 packs. So, you know, I was right there when Pokemon first started coming out. That's another very beautiful card. I love the, this Cleffa card, just super pretty. I actually bought that one on its own. I didn't get it from a pack. There's my boy Esper. Love me some Esper. Sabrina's Gengar. This one was one of the very first reverse holos that ever came out. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure it's a sticker. But, you know, kept it anyway. Just, maybe it'll be worth something. Got Dark Hypno. That's another card art that I really, really love. Just anything that's a little bit surreal or different, you know, that usually gets a pretty big thumbs up from me. Like this little shiny Mimikyu just hanging out with a grandma. Like, that's super adorable card art. This wacky Mr. Mime. I honestly didn't think that card was real the first time I looked at it. I was like, there's no way that the art looks like that. Then we got Slowking. 2 Togekisses and Typhlosion, Wigglytuff. And we got the Steel Pokemon. Sorry. Not a lot of Steel types in my collection. I think I have, yeah, like just under 1 full sheet of them. And then Water types. There's Blasty Boy. That one is not actually damaged. There's just a cat hair stuck. I think it's on the inside. I'll get that later. Got my Dark Blastoise for Alligator and Dugong. Again, lots of reverse holos. That was one of my chases when I was a kid, that Gyarados there. And the Kingdra underneath it is another one of my favorite cards in this set. I've always really liked Kingdra. I don't use it very often because it's usually not exceptionally obtainable in the games, but I really enjoy it. I've got some Lunatone cards. I think Lunatone's another really underappreciated Pokemon because it's got a really clean design and a really cute in-game cry. It goes like, wah, 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 wah. It's, I'm not doing it justice. Don't at me. Again, some more duplicates, lots and lots of Vaporeons. If you know, you know. And then I've got trainer cards. Gardenia's Vigor, that's another really beautiful card that I like a lot. I love Perrin, you know, that's my girl. Professor Seda. She's lovely. Some older trainer cards, some newer ones mixed in. And if you were wondering, there's my unsorteds that I, you know, need to put in when I have time to resort the deck. And if you're wondering, like, Jen, where are all your legendaries? I, for some reason, put all my legendaries in their own section in the very back. Because I love them. That is one that my partner, actually, he bought me a whole bunch of these really beautiful Pokeball tins, and that was one of my pulls from inside one of those. Chi-Yu, another card that I really like. That was a promo for the third movie. Then I've got Ho-Oh. This one I pulled from one of those card dispensing machines at Anime North, so that was a really exciting one. And Keldeo, Latios, Lugia. I remember going nuts when I first saw this because I'd never seen something need more than one kind of energy before. But it makes sense. Another Mew card. I really, really love the art on this one. You know, he's so tired after eating, he just fell asleep. And then some more Mew. That was a promo for the second movie, but I think it came in the first movie, because the second movie had already been made in Japan. And Galarian Moltres. I really love Galarian Moltres' design. It's probably also in my top 5 favorite Pokemon. Nothing will ever, dismount Esper, but it's another really clean card. The Reshiram down there, the Shaman, it's another really good one. That middle Suicune, it's another favorite. I've got a lot of favorites in this section. I don't know if it's just because they're legendary Pokemon, but they do really appeal to me. I love that Yveltal in the middle, the Zacian Zamazenta, cards that are like compatible with each other. Then we got Zeraora. I also got a promo for Eevee, and these are all the cards that came with that promo deck. Just bugs me because Sylveon is a different art style than the others. Like, the others all have this cartoony with a background, and then they just gave Sylveon like this look, and I was like, what? Like, you can't just do that, promo people. I've got some old Digimon cards. There's a long story behind this card. I won't get into it, but let's just say this card haunted my childhood. And then I have some Inuyasha cards. I don't know really where these came from. I think I got them at Anime North in like 2006, but that was something. I've got some old hockey cards. These are, general rookie cards that were signed back when I was in elementary school. Random My Little Pony cards. Those came with my old collections. I don't know what the Japanese Pineco is doing right there. I gotta move him later. I got some Has-Been Hotel cards. These are from the very first edition pack. These came if you pre-ordered the season. I got some pretty nice pulls in there. Oh, I love Razzle and Dazzle. No spoilers. And then we've randomly been collecting these these things from Loblaws and the Loblaws own stores. Don't judge me too hard. My family needs food to shop, and there's a No Frills and a Shoppers right across the road from us. Anywho, that is my Pokemon card binder and all the other cards that I've collected over the years. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, have a good night.